Hi Aries, welcome to your week ahead taroscope. I just want to say a massive thank you to everybody that are sending all their well wishes, all of those lovely comments and stuff. They really are helping, and I'm healing fast, so thank you so much. It really does mean a lot. So this is your weekly reading, and we have your key to the week from your March reading, which was the Magician card for you, right? So as these obviously as you get a key to the week, this kind of energy infuses the week ahead that you have. It's kind of like the overarching energy or theme that permeates through everything. Before we start, as always, I would like to bless my decks of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance, and I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your Magician card, right? What your Magician card is offering you is an understanding of how to create the things that you want, and also it gives you the understanding of how to communicate that which you would like to create in the world. It gives you the ability to do so, right? It gives you the energy that you need in order to step forward, in order to manifest your own desires and your own will. You know, everything is energy, so how you connect to that energy, as above, so below. And then you've got the four elements there represented by the four sacred objects for the circle of magic, right? So you've got the wand, which is all about your willpower. You've got the athame, which is all about your mind. You've got the cup, which is all about your emotional energy, and you've got the pentacle, which is all about the material, the tangible, right? And it's about bringing those things together within you to approach and focus on whatever it is that you want and to direct them. That's why the Magician holds the will. You use your will or your intent or your intention to focus on what it is that you desire most, and then you combine it with all of the other elements to bring that into being. So what does this mean for you on the ground in terms of the experience that you're going to be having this week? Well, what it tells me is, because the Magician card is all about communication, right? It's how you communicate what you want to bring into the world. This could make you very powerful this week. It could see you being really honest and open and raw with your communication. Remember, Mercury is now direct, so you know everybody's feeling a lot less hazy, even though it is, I mean, it's in Aquarius and we'll step into Pisces very soon, so it goes back in there. And Mercury's not necessarily happy in Pisces, but he is direct, and he's going over a lot of the degrees that we've already experienced, which means we're going to be sort of rehashing things. But for you, Aries, this is about making them clear. It's about stating what it is that you truly want, where it is that you really want to go, and ultimately how to find, you know, how to find your grit, how to find your guts and your courage to say what it is that you really feel, to go after what it is that you truly actually want and desire. So for the first sector, which is your actions and your path ahead, this week you get the Nine of Pentacles, right? So this is interesting because for me, this kind of says that you understand, you know exactly what it is that you want, you know that you're ready to go after it, but more importantly, you're willing to put the effort in, you're willing to do the work. And you know, guys, you know me, I kind of say it as I see it. Aries is a gorgeous sign, right? You have very beautiful, fast, dynamic and youthful energy, but sometimes you get bored in the midst when you realize that something's going to come with a lot of hard work, or the pursuit isn't going to be as easy as your usual conquests. Sometimes you can bow out. The fact that you've got this Nine of Pentacles here means that this week you really are saying, you know what, I don't care what the work is, I don't care how hard I have to push for it, I'm ready, willing and able to put that effort in. I'm ready to go after what it is that I truly want. And ultimately this week, for a lot of you, you could be working longer hours or extra hours. You could be working behind the scenes on things that you know, this, I mean, this current climate with the way that everything is, I think it's really forcing people to look at what they actually do want, what they really do want to create in their lives. And I think for you guys especially, this is really coming through. For a lot of you, you're working behind the scenes this week and saying, you know what, now is the time to go after that online business. Now is the time for me to look at what the side hustle is. Now is the time for me to take whatever it is that makes me unsure and create something that I can be sure of, because I know that I'm willing to put the hard work and the effort into it. So in your communications and conversations, you've got the 10 of Wands, right? So this week, Aries, you are willing to have the tough conversation. It looks like this week you are almost going after the things that you want, but it's kind of like you're saying, you know what, I understand that there are things that I've been holding on to that may have been holding me back. And look at this with the Magician there and that whole aspect of communication, right? Because the Magician card rules Mercury. This right next to the 10 of Wands, this is about you seeking. For a lot of you, this might be about what it is that you want to do for work from now on. But for a lot of you, it may also be, you know what, I've been holding on to this. I've been holding on to that. This is what I have been, you know, this is what I've wanted to say. This is what I've needed to say. And this week, it's kind of like you're pulling off the plaster and saying, you know what, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to say what it is that I feel I need to say. And you know what, I'll deal with the consequences after. And I don't think there's necessarily going to be any blowback from anything that you say. I kind of feel like if anyone that really knows you in your midst has probably been looking at you thinking any minute now they're going to lose their shit. And I don't think you're going to do that. I think you're going to put together a really well articulated argument. You're going to say what you need to say, and then you're just going to leave it at that. And the beauty of the 10 of Wands is it's about the release of the burden. It's about letting go of what no longer actually serves or what no longer actually is fit for purpose. For your money and materials. Look at that, right? Page of Pentacles. I talked about your online business, your side hustle, your different, you know, maybe going into work for yourself finally. This is a week where your finances can definitely take an upswing. It means that you're looking at what other sources of revenue you have access to. This is about you getting really proactive about what it is that you want to do when it comes to some sort of skill, some sort of hobby, some sort of work that you can turn into, you know, that you can turn into something that is lucrative. For a lot of you, this is about whatever it is that you've been working behind the scenes on or working really hard on. This is about you now saying to yourself, you know what, I'm going for it. I'm going to make this thing a reality. I've done all the prep work. And the problem is, it's like anything in life. You can prep till the frigging cows come home. You'll never feel like you're ready. So maybe this week it's just about you being bold and saying, you know what, I'll forge my destiny with the strength of my will. Come what may, I will make it happen. And then finally, for your love and relations, look at this. You've got the 3 of Cups. I mean, I love this card anyway, just because it always spells happier times. It also, so when it comes to the family, it does look like you guys are getting together for some reason. Maybe you're all congregating together. Maybe in this current climate, it's reminding you of what is important. And sometimes the most important thing is your tribe. The most important thing is your people. For those of you that are single, it does look like love will be found in places or persons that you've already known before. The 3 of Cups is very rarely something or someone new. It's always a reunion of some sort or a reunification. For those of you that are already partnered, it looks to me like this is just much better times, and it looks like there's some sort of burden that's being released this week, and it allows you to really kind of look at things and say, you know what, I can let that go. You know, whatever it is that we've held between us, whatever it is that we've, you know, might have been in between our happiness and all the rest of it, I'm willing to let it go. Are you willing to let it go? Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. So let's move forward together. This is a really gorgeous week for you guys. I do feel like it's going to have a lot of hard work, but I do feel like this week is going to be pivotal for something that you guys begin and some way that you move forward. It's going to be a great week for you guys. So with that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up for you, and hopefully I will be back on camera next week. Take care. Thank you for all of your support. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.